welcome you to the course on Cybersecurity and Social Engineering. We will cover topics such as types of social engineering, how to recognize social engineering, what is sensitive versus social versus sensitive information, what are different social engineering frameworks. Let's first discuss what is cybersecurity and social engineering. Definition of social engineering. Majorly, social engineering is act of deceiving people with an aim of obtaining confidential data or information from a particular individual, organization, or institution. It is an act of manipulation people's thinking using deceitful mechanisms. Basically, it involves use of deceptive channels, routes, mechanisms which intends to seek a particular information from a certain individual in which the information obtained can be used to carry out a malicious activity, crime, or another activity. Cybersecurity refers to the technological processes and activities aided to keep safe one's device from attack, damage, or unrestricted access. These are now the precautionary control guidelines aimed at ending social engineering. What are different types of social engineering? The following text discusses the different forms of social engineering. Number 1. Baiting. Number 2. Scareware. Number 3. Pretexting. Number 4. Phishing. Number 5. Spear phishing. Number 6. Tailgating. Number 7. Quid pro quo. Number 1. Baiting. Baiting is a form of social engineering in which the intruder takes advantage of the victim's curiosity to extract confidential information from the victim. The intruder can give out incentives to the victim, or they make fake promises with an aim of acquiring certain confidential information from the victim. For example, the intruder can leave out their flash disk at a certain area, and a curious victim will pick it, and then after ejecting it into their system, then malicious softwares within the flash disk will be installed into your system, and then the intruder will be able to retrieve confidential information from you. Another example is clicking on some of the ads that pop up on your browser screen. On clicking on these ads or links, they will direct you to a deceptive website that will deceive you and collect important information from you. Number 2. Scareware. This form of social engineering involves receiving bombarding texts from a certain malicious source that seeks for a certain urgency. They create agency which will definitely prompt you to take action on it. They come in forms of alarms which are from malicious sources. For example, while still logged in a certain website, a notification will pop on the screen and may read, "Your computer is at risk of being infected by malicious virus. Click on this link to secure your desktop." Number 3. Pretexting. In this form, the scammer will seek information about a particular individual through another indirect individual. They impersonate themselves to other individuals with an aim of prompting the individual to leak out a certain information about, for example, about an employer, a company, or an organization. For example, a scammer may visit a gateman of a certain institution or bank or enterprise. They will befriend them, then after building their trust in them, they will in turn ask for the information that they intend to know from that particular employee. Number 4. Phishing. Phishing involves retrieving certain confidential information from a victim through email messages. In this type, the scammer sends email address messages that may contain links to deceptive websites and information. The text email prompts the user to click on a certain link, which prompts the user to change their logins. In essence, fix new passwords, and on updating these details, then the victim's information gets leaked out. Number 5. Spear phishing. Spear phishing targets to obtain certain data from a given individual, company, or maybe institution. Spear phishing may take a period of time, even up to a month, as the scammer tries to study from the victim. Number 6. Tailgating or piggybacking. In this form, the scammer will decide to follow an employee of a certain firm, for example, a delivery driver, to a restricted area. Then they will befriend them and try to obtain the information they are in need of from them. Number 7. Quid pro quo. The intruder impersonates themselves to the victim and pretends to offer assistance for them, but their intention is simply to obtain information from them, and then afterwards, they end up fooling them. They may pretend to offer technical support and then request an incentive after the service. How to recognize social engineering? Recognizing social engineering won't be a difficult task for you, but most important, think before you act. Do not be quick to rush onto these promotional benefits and profits that appear online. Just be smart and take your time. You can also check on some of the precautionary information as follows. Make sure that you add strong passwords to your online accounts and do not rely on just only one password for the rest of your accounts. Do not write your passwords on a piece of paper, or else, if you have to do it, do away with the paper once done. Take appropriate security control measures, like, for example, installing some of these security programs in your desktop, like the antivirus software SMADAV, which scans for viruses in your desktop. Reject some of these offers available online and make sure that you do not press on these prompt links available online anyhow. Make sure that you do not give out some of the sensitive details over the phone. Use a good high-quality spam filter. You can consult from a friend too on some of these deals. Do not download files that are unnecessary from the internet. Some other cheap and easy-to-get offers are cheap. Use this website to check on validity of some of these websites. Who is? That will give more details to you concerning the website. Do not pick out isolated disks since some contain malicious software which can contribute to leaking your personal information without your knowledge. Avoid clicking on ads that pop up on your computer screen or on your phone screen. Sensitive versus non-sensitive information. Sensitive information refers to a confidential data or private or secretive data that is not authorized to be accessed by an unauthorized individual. Such information may include, for example, passwords, admission information of students within an institute, or maybe employees' details within a company. The information can only be accessed by authorized individuals. Non-sensitive information. Non-sensitive information refers to information to the data that has no restricted access. In essence, the data can be accessed by different individuals from and could be available on the social media platform like Facebook, browsers like Opera Mini, Chrome, etc. Such kind of information could be, for example, zip code, race, postal address. Social Engineering Framework is an online educational website whereby individuals can click on them and get to learn more about social engineering. Information of all categories concerning social engineering are available from the website, and users can click on the website to search for any relevant information that suits them. Alternatively, you can click on the mentioned link to take you to the site directly: www.social-engineer.org.